Welcome to my channel, Accounting Opination TV. Today, we shall continue with oil and gas accounting. Before we go into the accounting aspect of the case, it will be very important for us to appreciate what petroleum means, what the business of petroleum means. First of all, it will be very important for us to define or appreciate the word petroleum. Now, the word petroleum is derived from two keywords, and those two keywords are not English words. While one is Greek, the other is Latin. The word petra is a Greek word, and the word oleum is a Latin word. Why petra means stone or rock in Greek, oleum means oil in Latin. So when the two comes together, they give us what we call petroleum. Petroleum. That is why many people refer to it as rock oil. And as a scholar, you are free to also refer to it as rock oil. Petroleum. Petroleum. The word petroleum was used by a German mineralogist called Agricola. Agricola referred to the discovery and refining of petroleum as far back as 1556. Does it sound historical? After all, we are historians, business historians. Agree? Agree. Because we keep historical record of business. Thank you. That's by the way. Petroleum. Petroleum. Now, let's come back to our contemporary days. The word petroleum is also described by the Advanced Learner's Dictionary. The Advanced Learner's Dictionary refers to petroleum as mineral oil, which exists beneath the ground or the sea. The dictionary went ahead to say that it is natural, it is flammable, it is liquid, and composed principally of hydrocarbon. The dictionary also said that it also includes gas, liquid, and solid form. That's the definition of the dictionary. Now, we have a law. As a country, we have a law. And this law also have a definition for petroleum. And one of the laws that captured the definition of petroleum in Nigeria is that of the Petroleum Profit Tax Act. Section 15, subsection 1 of the Petroleum Profit Tax Act describe petroleum as any mineral oil or any related hydrocarbon or natural gas as it exists in its natural state or strata, and that it does not include coal or bituminous shale. That is the law. When you look at those definitions, we realize that both the dictionary definition and that of the statutory, they agree in a way. Yes, ways rather. They agree in some ways. The two definitions agrees that petroleum is hydrocarbon. What is this hydrocarbon? Hydrocarbon is a compound word from two chemical elements, hydrogen and carbon. When they come together, they form hydrocarbon. The two definitions also agree in another way when they say that petroleum is in liquid form. Yes. So when you look at the liquid form of petroleum, we are talking about crude oil. Crude oil is a hydrocarbon that is in liquid form. The two definitions also agree in what? In another way, when the two of the definitions say that petroleum could also be in gaseous form. So when you talk about the gaseous form of petroleum, we are talking about natural gas. And what is this natural gas? Natural gas is hydrocarbon that is not in liquid form but in gaseous form. That is natural gas. So when this natural gas and crude oil comes together, they give us what is called petroleum. Having known that, there is another area that the two definitions disagreed. While the dictionary definition agrees that petroleum is in solid form, the law said no, that the petroleum does not include coal and bituminous shell, that is any mineral in solid form. It does not include that. That's the law. And because we are a law-abiding country, we go with the definition of the law. Now that we are standing on the definition of the law, you and I will agree that Enugu State is not an oil-producing state. Benue State is not an oil-producing state. With the Okpa mining, with the Okpa mine, coal mine in Benue State, Benue would have been an oil-producing state, but the law said no. Petroleum does not include bituminous shell and coal. That is the stand of the law. Having known this, we now know as accountants what to regard as petroleum. Petroleum is also regarded as gas, as oil and gas. Thus, this course titled Oil and Gas Accounting. Don't forget, crude oil and natural gas comes together to form petroleum. Don't forget that natural gas could also be turned to liquid form when subjected to a very low atmospheric temperature and pressure. It can be transformed into liquid. And when this happens, we have what we call liquefied natural gas, LNG. That is, when natural gas is transformed into liquid, we have LNG as liquefied natural gas. Now we have a wonderful background of the subject matter, oil and gas accounting. That is petroleum accounting. Thank you for watching. I hope will not fail to like, and you will not fail to subscribe. See you again.